to Hospitality Property School. You are listening to Hospitality Property School with your host, Gerry MacPherson. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I am your host, Gerry MacPherson, and today let's talk about developing your marketing strategy. If you've been listening to the Hospitality Property School podcasts since the beginning and have followed some of the steps and recommendations, I know you have been seeing some improvements in your property's operation. Maybe you haven't implemented all the changes yet, but that's all right. Many of these changes might feel dramatic, so one step at a time is fine. But it's important to stay the course and look at these suggestions and your property as a work in progress. As I had mentioned, today we are going to be talking about developing your marketing strategy. When it comes to most businesses, this topic is huge. And I don't just mean all the information available, but the importance of marketing your property properly. If you're not getting heads into your beds consistently, then your marketing battle is going to be consistently uphill. So let's look at developing your marketing strategy. What's the point of a marketing strategy? The point of a marketing strategy is to generate business, and without one, there is a good chance your business is going to wander aimlessly. Think of it this way. You're in a new city and you need to find a specific address. You do not have GPS or even a map. Yes, you might eventually find the address, but will probably waste a lot of time and effort on the way. Another way to look at it is, think of the last time you bought a bookshelf from IKEA or updated a financial program for your computer. Did they come with step-by-step instructions? Think of your marketing strategy as a step-by-step instruction for your company's success. You have to have a well-documented layout of your game plan, easy enough for most to follow. Imagine the mess if you or someone else who is responsible for your marketing for some reason has to give up that responsibility. If a new person took over and did not have the plan, your plan, they would have to start from scratch. That is a huge waste of time and money. Your marketing strategy should be designed yearly, but that could be difficult if you're in the middle of a day-to-day operation of a hospitality property. I recommend you take the time to step away from your business to work on it. After a few years, designing your marketing strategy will actually become reviewing your marketing strategy, enhancing the platforms that are working, deleting the ones that are not, and researching new exciting trends coming down the road. Now, what are the benefits of having a marketing strategy? A good marketing strategy will get you noticed and should help you stand out from your competitors. A marketing strategy gives your employees something to unite behind. Companies sometimes misunderstand the impact a marketing strategy has on their own people. I've mentioned this before. It's important to make your employees part of the team. Feel like owners. You want them to engage and be excited about your strategy. Employees don't have to understand the financial projections, but can get excited about a well-written, well-thought-out marketing strategy. Once developed, it's a good idea to release an abridged version of your marketing strategy to all your employees. If this is done with excitement, your employees will appreciate being involved and will work to make your strategy a success. I've heard some owners say that it is very difficult to plan a marketing strategy when things are consistently changing. It's a waste of time. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you don't plan, you're doomed. An imprecise marketing strategy is far better than no strategy at all. All right, where do you start? Well, you have to determine your main goals, both personally and for your business. Find out what your demographic is, and that is, who is your customer and what do they want? How do you find out who your demographic is? Well, the easiest way to find out is ask. Ask your current guests when they're staying with you. Study your competition to see who they are attracting, and have your guests fill out surveys. Why would you want to take the time to do this? Well, it's easy. Happy guests mean repeat business, which means a bigger bottom line. We go over this in more detail in the marketing section of our Guide to Operating an Independent Hotel or Bed and Breakfast training tutorials. Know your competition. Who is and why do potential guests spend their money with them? And what is their competitive advantage? Is there a specific niche you can market to? And you have to let potential guests know who you are. It is very difficult for potential guests to stay with you if they don't know who you are or can't remember you exist. Ongoing exposure is important if you want guests to think of you when the need arises. Now, I'd already mentioned your marketing strategy has to be well written. The description should include detailed specific activities you intend to undertake, identifying the audience each activity is targeted to, specifically how you're going to measure success, be flexible enough to allow adjustments as necessary, and stipulate who on your team is responsible for each activity. All right, that's it for today. In our next few sessions, we'll be taking a closer look at some marketing techniques. If you have any interesting stories about your marketing strategy and would like to share or have any feedback or questions, you can leave them in the comments section of the show notes at KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com/021. That's KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com, episode 21. Well, that's it for this session of Hospitality Property School. We do appreciate your comments, and if you have any topic ideas, feel free to reach out to us on Facebook at facebook.com/KeystoneHDC, on Twitter at twitter.com/KeystoneHDC, or by email at info@KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com. As always, let's work together to put heads in your beds. Until next time, have a fun day. Oh, before I leave, I want to remind that for listeners of the Hospitality Property School podcasts, we are offering an additional 25% off the Guide to Operating an Independent Hotel or Bed and Breakfast training tutorials. Now, this offer will end without prior notice, so act by visiting KeystoneHospitality-Development.com/training-tutorials-save25. This session of Hospitality Property School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe so as not to miss any hospitality property tactics and strategies that will help you find the success you have always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best content possible. We will see you next time, right here in Hospitality Property School.